Been driving all along, feel like I'm dreaming. Okay.
They worked hard to be where they at. They worked hard for tonight's awards, so we are definitely going to show them some appreciation.
They need recognition to all the hate that they do.
They put in work.
They need recognition to keep going. They need motivation. We're going to give it to them. All right, so this first award, go ahead, play the first couple videos. I know y'all remember this. He been hating for a long time.
Today, we are going to review IUIC's Hater Awards program. They gave out a number of awards in review of 2024, and it's a very interesting show indeed. My name is Vocab Malone. I'm the host of Street Apologists Live, and this is a show where we serve the underserved and look into the overlooked. And IUIC is a Hebrew Israelite group of the One West variety. They're the guys who wear purple and gold. They are definitely the biggest out of the One West groups, not the biggest period, but they are definitely growing and becoming more haughty by the second. Although this particular program we're going to review wasn't just haughty, it was kind of funny too. So we're going to have some fun here tonight. It's Christian Urban Apologetics tonight with an entertainment element to it, but I'm not going to do it alone. I'm going to have some of the other haters join me. Welcome, hater number one, Street Apologists Live welcomes you, Jesse Walsh. How are you doing tonight? Woo!
Grace and Pete, brother Vocab. Pleasure to be here, man.
So you were the one who told me about this, but someone else told you about it, right?
Shout out to Reginald Wells. He's the one who he was digging through the crates. He's the one who found the actual footage. So he's our PR guy. He finds all the good stuff.
Well, I'm hoping he can join us tonight. I've given him the link, and this is going to be very fascinating indeed. We're going to go ahead and play my award first, and then we will comment on it. And this is some funny stuff. So, you know, I think they had fun making it. They had fun, and of course, it is fair use. This is our review and commentary of this content of the IUIC Hater Award.
They worked hard. They worked hard to be where they at. They worked hard for tonight's awards, so we are definitely going to show them some appreciation.
They need recognition to all the hate that they do.
They put in work.
They need recognition to keep going. They need motivation. We're going to give it to them. All right, so this first award, go ahead, play the first couple videos. I know y'all remember this. He been hating for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
This next award is the Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
Hey, this little group fell apart, though, didn't it?
Yeah, they fell all apart. Remember, he used to go around and get Jake, rally them up to come against token Negroes. Go ahead, go to the next one.
Shield Squad.
The damn Shield Squad. Nowhere to be found.
Watch this. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, that was a bad.
Right.
Hey, listen.
I'm powering up. It's Friday.
And mad.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's say about that is that I am also electric too. I'm gonna spit a verse about this. Why is my part so short? Somebody help my hairline. I'm glad to be the token Latino. Hi.
Oh, he's supposed to be
imitated.
It shakes the whole earth like Jurassic Park. Where's Nathaniel? Don't worry, his part is more exaggerated. Oh, it's not Nathaniel, it's the other guy. Here I come, here I come, here I come. I'm in this too, guys.
Stuff. Especially with the body.
I am Nathaniel. I am.
Get that in 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 28.
Bring it on!
This is what we are seeing right here.
Okay, so
Wow.
what that video is
What
from?
can you say?
What that video is from was IUIC's Passover Con.
Yeah.
So
That was my clip,
Passover
too.
Yeah, so Passover Con is where IUIC gets together and dresses up like they're in the 1st century, except they wear purple and gold and have cargo and fake shields, and it's actually nothing like the 1st century. That's why I call it Passover Con, because it's at their annual Passover celebration. Their annual Passover celebration, but they come in riding like horses. It's funny because if you actually watch the Passover Con that they do every year, they're imitating the Romans.
Yeah,
They're not imitating Israelites, Jesse. They're imitating the Romans with the shields and the swords and the furs and on the horses. It's literally imitating the Romans at their Passover con. So they had this video where they were showing their future superpowers, and I played it for my audience, and I did a little voiceover of all the characters.
It was classic, man. It was classic.
Yeah, I thought it was.
No one
fun.
told him to dress like but no one told him to dress like medieval choir directors. I mean, no one's telling him just. That whole we're not a cult vibe just gives it off, you know.
Yeah, well, so they're going to react to it. And what they're going to say is, "Yo, I'm real jealous." Matt Steele, see, you got it. On the last clip, it was like very Thanos-like. So I did the voice impression. This is all in the moment. I'm like, I am Nathaniel.
Yeah. This is good.
And I don't remember what I said, but I said something like, instead of "I'm inevitable," like Thanos, I said something like, "I am Nathaniel. I am a heretic," something like that. So, anyways, we're gonna watch some more of this, and then we're gonna bring up our brother Jim Green here in a second because he also won an award. But first, let's watch some more of this. Let's watch their reaction to our basically mocking the idea that they're going to be superheroes in the future. And here's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say it's all jealousy, of course.
The black man who is the Israelites of the earth and Hispanics and Native Indians, we are rising up from the dust that we've been in up under our oppressor's foot. And when we coming up, this is what is actually happening, what we're seeing. 2nd Ezra 2, verse 28.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 28. The heathen shall envy thee.
Read that again, what Mark Rice is doing.
The heathen shall envy
The heathen
thee.
is envying us because what we are doing is portraying ourselves in the light that we was always supposed to be in as the sons of God. And now that we are showing that to the world, he don't put his spirit in us, that we wake it up, the heathen is envying us, trying to mock us in videos. Keep reading.
About this and how Vocab responds to this, pick up his.
They're going to play some more clips here in a second, and I'm going to bring up Jim Green. But Jesse, you were the one who first saw this Hater Awards video. You've watched the entire thing?
Sparingly. I digested probably 20 minutes here. Here a little, there a little kind of deal. I'm in the echo chamber. I call it the echo chamber university, where debate goes to die. But yeah, sadly, I sat through the whole thing.
Would you say you enjoyed it?
It's pretty funny. That's actually, whenever they mention us, because it's never about dealing with any arguments. They never deal with any critique. And, just imagine sitting in a room where everyone already agrees with you, and God forbid you ask a critical question. It's more of it's less of a classroom and more of a synchronized swimming routine, of that's right and all praises. That's just what you get all the time with them. But it was nice to see us on the radar, and they were able to get familiar with the upcoming guys.
Don't forget about the Roy. All right, we got Jim Green in the building.
Brother Jim Green.
Welcome to Street Apologists Live. How do you feel that now that you've received a Hater Award? One thing you got to do is unmute yourself, though, so you can respond. Guest has muted themselves.
Right.
So how do you feel?
Hot. That's why.
How do you feel now that you've received a Hater Award?
Hater Award.
Honestly, I mean, this isn't something I was going for, but I feel vindicated. Honestly. Yay.
Has your life changed? Has your life changed in any positive way since you won your Hater Award?
Positively?
Yeah, like maybe people maybe doing double takes, people holding doors open for you, people paying your bills at restaurants, things like that maybe?
No, not quite.
So you haven't got the benefits yet. Give it some time, Jim. They'll kick in once this video gets around.
According to IUIC Rally Vocab, you got to cut us some Jesuit checks. So, I mean, we still haven't received the. Just saying.
Jesuit checks.
Remember the Jesuit checks? Yes, sir.
I actually heard there's a rumor floating around. This is all serious, by the way, that the Vatican is bankrupt. There's a real deficit problem, and so by the way, that's a real thing. That's not a bit. So my point though is our checks might be a little late, fellas. But praise God for super chats. Jay Fry with the super chat. Thank you, brother. Shalom, shalom, shalom. And also my man Yandel, a.k.a. Alan Torres. Wepa! Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. very grateful. Let's watch some more of these hater awards. Now they're going to play the part where I was with Cameron Bertuzzi, who does Capturing Christianity.
Up his book. I've got it in the description of the video. Is there anything else that you wanted to share about this before we close out?
Two Christians watching this. If you know a Hebrew Israelite, which you're going to meet one. They're not just out on the corners. They're at your job more and more. They're in your family. It's going to, I think within 5 years, it's going to rival and surpass the Nation of Islam as the largest competitor in the city for the Christian church. I think that's almost certain. So you're going to meet them.
So you're saying take it seriously, right?
Yes,
yeah,
yes, I am saying take it seriously, and I'm also saying ask them what they believe. Find out what they believe, because everything I've said, it's highly idiosyncratic, and so I'm describing a large swath of it, but I'm not describing everybody. So ask them what they believe. Find out what they believe. Yeah. Go with them, but also I would do serious evangelism. What I mean by that is this thing, what I've seen when someone adopts this identity thesis, because if that's all they adopted, Cameron, it's actually not that big of a deal. It's like, okay, you might be mistaken. It's not the end of the world.
Because with that, like we said earlier, he will find token Negroes and send them against them.
Well, first of all, that was Cameron Bertuzzi. So I don't know what they're talking about there. But, notice, that interview is me giving a serious discussion of the issues. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not mocking. It's not a joke interview. I even say ask them what they believe to really find out what they believe, so you don't stereotype a Hebrew Israelite, so you find out their true beliefs, that's what I mentioned. And to them, it's just funny or whatever. But it's not even showing hate. By the way, one of you is tapping something or doing something or clicking something or something, because when I mute you, I don't hear it anymore. But it was something. It was like... All right, so let's continue on watching the video, and I still hear the sound whenever I unmute.
Next video.
Hey, Cat, remember the NFL hired them to go in. Remember some of the NFL players was coming out as Israelites. Yeah. So they used him, they hired him to go talk to some of these NFL teams to tell these Negroes basically to shut up and believe on white Jesus. Yep. Exactly what he did, bro. So is that prevalent in the world what he's trying to do, bro?
Hey, matter of fact, get Revelations 12, read verse 17.
Now, what they're
this is what you gotta
referring
understand
to is, ladies and gentlemen, is that with the NFL, you did have a situation where the chaplains, some of them from a certain amount of teams, brought me in to do some training and discussion on Hebrew Israelism, because in certain situations is actually creating some problems in the locker room. And there were some challenges there. This is a number of years ago. And so that's what they're talking about. But, notice that IUIC never really deals with what we're actually saying. They said that the NFL hired him to come in and to be able to train them, to tell them to say, shut up and believe in white Jesus. That's what they said. If that's really what I was there to do, then why would they need to hire me? That doesn't take any speciality. That doesn't take any expertise. That's not what I did. What I did is gave an extensive breakdown so they can have a deeper understanding of what this religion is. And then I gave them examples of players, both past, present, and future, who got into Hebrew Israelism, and gave them a broader understanding, which they greatly appreciated. It was a very good time down there in Atlanta. And they just straw man it the whole time, and I just want to point that out. And, they're saying I'm scared, but notice what they're doing. They're bringing up, the Vocab was hired by the NFL, you know what I'm saying? Who's the worried one? Now, this is all prelude to I'm going to win an award. So I'm winning one of the hater awards. So that's what I'm showing before they give the awards out in this show. What they do is they they show clips from it. And so that's what's going on there. So I'm trying to see if I still hear that sound.
Good on my end.
Okay, I don't hear it right now. So we'll play some more of this, and then we'll...
We at war, and just like our tactics that we use is repentance and keeping the faith in Christ, they got tactics too. It's a war. It's a battle. It's a fight. And you gotta be able to be circumspect and see the wiles of the devil. Read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 17.
Because they understand
Advantage of that. Go
war. Yep. We don't
go. Jim Green, guess who's going to be in the next clip?
Hey, I see it.
Do you remember?
It's an honor.
How long ago was that show?
Oh, it was years ago.
Yeah, that was if I'm correct, I think that was the first time you ever came onto my show.
Yeah, that's like when
that was like
started.
Yeah, that was several years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, and I kept asking myself, like, why would it, and this is the same clip, by the way, that they used about a year ago to talk about this same thing. So this is the second time in as many years that they're talking about poor, insignificant, token Negro me. You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
And
Just saying.
I like this part because I'm glad they play it, because the advice that I give here,
yes,
it's actually really good advice. Shout out to
That's why they cut it
Salvation.
off.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Salvation for All for the super chat as well. All right, let's watch this and see the advice I give in this clip with Jim Green. This is a really old Jim Green clip. So these guys are digging into crates, getting out the archives, the greatest hits, the underground B-sides. And
we don't stop them. Our kingdom is going to fall.
Yep.
Play that video.
All these tokens.
But the beautiful thing about it is, and I say this to all Christian apologists, since IUIC has a policy to essentially ignore Christian apologists on the street and ignore you once they see what you're talking about and you're opposing their lies, we could take total advantage of that. Go make a video where you've got your own type of microphone, and I don't necessarily mean a loudspeaker, although you're going to have a loudspeaker if you're going to go back and forth with them on the street. Go where they're in the background, everybody, but yet they're not overpowering you vocally. You have your own mic that you can speak directly into a camera, a phone, whatever it is. And what you can do is make a video about them with them right there as the background, because guess what? They're going to ignore you. They can't make you leave wherever you are. And so they are the perfect camp to basically be a backdrop for everything. You can show how they won't engage you, and then do a little Bible study about why an element of their doctrine is wrong, and then preach the true gospel.
And for all you Israelite camps out there, you got to be stupid to want to sit down with this demon and think that that anything good is going to come about it. All he's doing is trying to infiltrate and understand how to take us down. Understand that? Because that's what he's doing right here. He say, listen, with IUIC, since they have this policy of this and that, you can take this tactic to try to overthrow him. That's why we ain't sitting there with this heathen. We don't care what he got to say, because we understand what his mission is. So we
ad hominem, redirection. Yeah. So focus on the irrelevant details. So they're moving the theological arguments.
Nate said the clip is so old, Jim's mic doesn't even light up.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to deal with the more current stuff, because we've really kind of dissected a lot of things that they're about, and they are really feel impressed.
Yeah.
Understatement.
But like Vocab said, though, Jesse, you and I talk about this sometimes too. We say when they do look at our videos, they don't actually like do any breaking down of our stuff. I got one video from the local guy, and he tried to do it. He failed miserably, but generally speaking, they're not going to actually deal with our doctrine and what we actually teach. The only thing they have is ad hominem, poison the well, all these personal attacks that are not going to, honestly, it's not going to credit them. It's not going to be profitable for them.
Could you imagine them trying to define the triad subsistence of a rational nature when defining the Trinity? The three hypostases of, could you imagine them trying to actually really sit down and say, this is what they believe? Kudos to Sakari for talking to Vocab and trying to at least get a little more understanding. But IUIC is just, they're drones and uniforms and marches and echo chambers.
Yeah, and notice, you said kudos to Sakari. that last thing he said was basically a total shot at Sakari. He said, any Israelite can't sit down with this guy. You got to be at your damn mind, or whatever he said. Sakari is the last and actually the most prominent and main group to do that, where it wasn't just one or two people and it wasn't like private unrecorded. You know, it was recorded and it was a bunch of people at their HQ in San Diego. So that situation, I guess, is fresh on their mind. And I never thought, I got to tell you guys, I never thought we'd be approaching any year, and here we are in 25, where Sakari would be the more rational, reasonable, and had more potential to actually work with and dialogue with versus over and against IUIC.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right. All they're doing is,
Here we are where, you know, Sakari's still Sakari. So, you know, don't get me wrong. I try to see the positive, right? I try to see the positive because I think you get more with trying to see the positive. I think it's better for you, honestly. And, you know, we see potential with Sakari to have somewhat of a greater understanding and maybe some dialogue that moves the ball forward. IUIC is not interested in that. It's just a propaganda machine. And it's funny that, you know, they say all this stuff. We're not going to sit down, you know, but little do they know they sent my church multiple letters to sit down with them. You know,
really?
They want to. Now they apparently, you know, IUIC doesn't know I'm there. But they're like, oh, it's a waste of time to sit down with people. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I know that they will try to use deceptive methods to try to sit down with people. Because I saw the text of the letter. The pastor showed it to me. And it's very deceptive. It makes it seem like they want to find ways to work together. They're trying to dialogue for understanding. They just want to tell them what they're about. The truth is they want to come in there and record. And if they can't convert you to what they believe, basically, they want to embarrass you and try to put out some video, you know, elder loves white Jesus, you know, whatever, right?
Any kind of edited footage that they can take back to their echo chamber and then collect and then get into a group and do this collective ridicule. They can speak. They're just going to show basically their congregation the consequences of opposing them. So if you're sitting there in the class, you're just thinking, our leaders are fearless and bold and confronting the haters. Wow, they're really strong. And then, you know, it's just strengthening the group's loyalty. Well, if I ever leave this, then they're going to do the same thing to me. I don't want to go through that. It's a tactic. They know what they're doing.
That is what they do. Nate makes a funny comment. He says, you'd have to be stupid to sit down with Vocab Malone. It's better just to stare at him through the cracks in your blinds.
That's a good point. You brought up having the phone, just talking to the camera with them in the background. What does that show? That they don't want to engage in a conversation.
Yeah.
That's the easiest form.
Anyone in any city can do that.
And he has actually, I've seen a lot of Vocab's videos where he did just exactly what he said. What he told me to do. He's done that on several occasions, and occasionally it does turn into very much so. And occasionally it does bring a little ire. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But it is what it is.
Also brings umbrellas. Nate's referring to when I was in
Academy.
El Cajon, and we made a video outside of their school on the public sidewalk, and they were opening up the blinds and they called the cops on us.
I saw that.
Call the cops.
Right. Get Matthew 7. I got a question. Matthew 7 and verse 6. They claim that we don't have the understanding, right? They claim that
dogs neither can see your pearls before swine.
Now, if you notice, we don't engage you. We dealt with y'all once, twice.
Yeah.
But when we come to the conclusion, especially the Negroes like this, we say, he ain't hearing it. We ain't fooling with you.
Right.
It's just dead now. It's like, all right, whatever. He ain't trying to hear it. Yep. I'm on to the next one. But for some reason, you can't move on. For some reason, you continually want to come against and you want to do videos. You want our attention so bad. Yeah. Debate me. Talk to me. When we already wrote you off as nothing.
Yeah.
It's unprofitable.
Yep.
But you are pressing so hard. Why? Watch this. Read that again.
Israelites is going to bring the kingdom in their.
All right, I think we're getting close.
So let me come.
I think we're getting close to when I'm going to win my award. But what you got, Jim?
I just wanted to comment on it because he's talking specifically about me on this part.
Yeah.
And I just want to bring up, and I talked a little bit about it. Okay, so if you wrote me off, this is the second video you've done in as many years. So if you wrote me off, why do you keep bringing me back? If I'm not effective, why do I have the local chapter of IUIC making videos about me? Something's happening. Something's happening.
Wonder why.
I just want to point that out. If I was so ineffective, if you guys wrote me off and I'm no good and nobody's listening to me and I'm a nothing to you, you are the worm underneath my boot and all that stupid stuff that you guys like to say. If I'm all of that, then why do you guys are starting to bring me in now? I have a question. Like you said, you had a question. I got a question. If I'm not effective,
means you're doing a good job.
Keep doing video.
Keep up the good work. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Everybody, subscribe to The Reassembling. Thanks, Nate, for dropping the link, and subscribe to In Context with
their kingdom. In their kingdom. Let's keep going, bro.
So go ahead, give him his reward so we can move to this last award.
Goes to.
Bro, can't stop, won't stop.
What's his award?
The Can't Stop, Won't Stop award for hating with relentless dedication.
Oh, man.
Hey, no, he done fell off somewhat, bro.
Yeah, he got his minions.
He got his minions now.
Okay, he got. Oh, I see.
He got his minions now.
He made supervisory status.
Yeah, he made supervisory status.
He's an organized hater.
Nah, he was. You know what it was? He was fighting against us, and God said, "I'm gonna fight for my people," and snatched his damn wife from him.
Yeah.
Now he done fell off. He done.
Oh snap! I didn't know that.
So this, which he goes into this last award too. So the last award, this is the Hater of the Year award. Now skip that one. Skip
Hater
that.
of the Year.
Wow.
Not only that,
Unbelievable.
I'm not going to repeat all the comments they made, but some people caught it, some people heard it. I also never thought I'd see the day where, in certain contexts, Sakari is more respectful than IUIC.
Yeah.
This is just such a weird world that we are entering in. I have no idea what 2025 holds. Real quick, let me acknowledge the live chat here. J-Man says, hey, Vocab, great job today against Corey Brewer. For those who don't know, I was on Clubhouse today with Garfield, and it was not my normal approach to things. Now, Garfield was like the host, the moderator. He did an awful job, but I told him to his face to that as well, so he knows he did an awful job. And he said, yeah, I'm not a good moderator. I said, yeah, I know, so stop trying to moderate shows. But anyways, Corey, this guy that goes by Christian Corey, and I sort of had an impromptu debate. And it was one of the rare times where I sort of put on the mantle. You know how Elisha put on the mantle of Elijah? It's one of those times where I put on the mantle of faithful to God, where I had that sort of, that attitude with all that stuff going on. Normally, that's not my vibe, but Corey really, really asked for it. And so I've got him a new nickname and everything. He's Sourceless Corey. And he said he wanted to debate, and I gave him a literal time and place because I'm going to be in New York, by God's grace, in about a month from now. And so I gave him the exact date, and I told him that he had 3 choices for moderators. And it's beautiful. It's not filibuster. Just real quick, let me mention this. Because I had called Sonetta the day before and said, if I get an opponent, can we come record in the studio and you moderate a debate on the 17th? Sonetta said yes, but I'm always a backup guy. So I also called Sal Showtime from Debate Talk for You. He's in Brooklyn. He also said yes. Then I also called Brother Berean. He's in Queens. He also said yes, and they all have studio access. So literally the day before, I said, hey, can you? So when Corey said, oh, we'll debate, we'll put up $20,000. I said, all right, man. Here's the time, here's the date, here's the place. I'm not doing the $20,000, but if you have $20,000 to spare, you can afford a plane ticket out to New York. Here's the date, and you got 3 moderators to choose from, only one of whom's a Christian Berean, and they're all understood to be some of the biggest debating platforms we have access to. You have 3 options of the biggest and the best. He said no. He said, come to Atlanta. So anyways, that's sort of a little rabbit trail, but thank you very much. Grant Scott says, what's better is the real reward you will get for exposing them. Amen, amen. Israelite Gentile says, congratulations, Vocab, they're thinking of you. That's true, but they're not only thinking of me. You're going to see who else they're thinking of. Warrior Woman says, the delusion is real with these. True indeed.
Boy, oh boy.
Walsh Green,
you ready?
Jesus. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my short segment. I make my cameo over here.
Well, I've changed the order a little bit, but don't worry. I think this is your time coming up soon. Let's get to this.
Different, maybe from woolly to fine, but every race on earth at one point in time was black until Cain did what he did. When Cain killed his brother, God said, I'm gonna curse that earth skin, that earth tone from you. And you're gonna come back and you're gonna resemble the devil. That's why you watch these mythical movies where the devil's red with a pitchfork and he's surrounded by fire. Why is that? Why does Esau depict the devil as red like him and surrounded by fire? Because Esau gained power over fire. Nuclear fire. And when he made guns, what's he call it? Firepower. Cannons.
Firearms.
Firearms.
You drop this. So
this man applied the power.
So this next award, and the reason why I preface it like that, man.
It's stupid.
Boy, you cannot make this stuff up, man.
Coming from a group who uses post-Reformation polemic issues against the Catholic Church in a medieval context and use it towards Protestants nowadays. How they cherry-pick pseudo historical stuff. So it's no wonder they go to Hollywood movies. They do this all the time. It's like that movie. No, it's not like that movie. What are you talking about?
Firepower. Cannons.
Firepower.
Firearms. Dude, what in the world is this? I'm glad they dusted off Ithon and brought him back.
It's their word salad, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm glad that they dusted off Ithon and brought him back so he can provide us with clips like this. Now, what they were doing in that section is they're going to play a bunch of various people, and they're going to give like online haters like in general award. You guys know that brother that was on that video just now?
Yeah,
Dwayne.
That's Dwayne.
That's Dwayne.
Yeah. Him and Dave.
Yeah,
I don't know his
him
YouTube
and Dave
channel,
the
though.
ones. Yeah, him and
one
Dave
at a time, fellas.
Him and Dave the ones that got together on TikTok, and they all they do is talk to Hebrew Israelites 6-8 hours a day, literally sometimes. And so yeah.
They're saying Dwayne is for real good people, getting informed about these groups, and shout out to Dwayne wherever he's at. And so he's mainly on TikTok, right?
Correct.
Yes.
And he works a lot with Dave. You guys are saying, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I gotta track those guys down because I know how it is when you're on one platform. Sometimes you don't necessarily get on another one, but maybe I can allow them to have access at times to overhear, and then they don't have to necessarily do the whole YouTube thing, but they can cross-pollinate. And so Dwayne, reach out to me, hit me up, and the other brother that you work with a lot, I had you on once, but I still don't have your number or whatever. Hit me up and give me your information. All right, so let's continue watching the IUIC Hater Awards. Who
is that?
I don't know, but you notice how Negroes will sit up and make all the faces like they actually know what it's really talking about.
And they ain't explained nothing, ain't said nothing.
Can't explain nothing.
Not a damn
Won't
thing.
even attempt to explain it, but they know you wrong.
They know you wrong.
They know you ain't right about it.
Get the next one.
And this year's awards goes to.
Go ahead, give me the award.
Congratulations.
What's up with this music, bro?
Wherever you are, come on down. Across the globe, come on down and get your award.
Y'all put a question mark.
We don't know who you are. We don't know you. Like nobody knows you. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't on these street corners. You ain't out trying to wake your people up, but all you doing.
Hey, who signed the bottom of that mug though?
Bro. You know how many people should have got this award?
A lot.
I know a lot of y'all was like, dang, I had a lot of.
Well, we are now going to be joined by another one of the haters. Any guesses who the next hater is on today's program?
Reginald Wells.
Oh, hater.
Reginald Wells. Welcome to Street Apologist Live.
Man.
Yeah, welcome. You're about to get your award too, Reginald Wells. Tell the people who you are real quick. I'm glad you could jump on today.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Reginald. I am one of the guys and members with Cross Media with Jim and Jesse, but I have a platform known as Immersion, where I work with youth and young adults and their families in just discipleship and apologetics.
Nice. And we're glad you could be here today with us, sir. And I heard a rumor that you were the person who found this video.
Yes, sir.
Reginald, how did you find this video?
Yeah.
Tell us your discovery techniques.
Well, it was just interesting because normally whenever I see these guys, there's always a music video somewhere lurking around. So, because of music, I go, all right, let's listen to the lyrics, see what they're saying. But then I started watching this video to just say, okay, what are they talking about? What is this haters thing? And then I just kind of did a quick scroll, and the first face I see is Jim's. And I go, wait a minute, let me scroll backwards. So I said, let me watch this whole thing. So by the time I get to the end, I said, hey guys, we've been given rewards. So even when you said I've been given a reward, I was like, what I got now? So now I go back and say, okay, it's these guys.
Well, didn't they show him at some point, Jesse?
Yeah, he's in there. I think I timestamped him.
Yeah.
I got the
So
whole
wait,
timestamp here.
I'm always the one that gets screamed at.
So you found the video, but you didn't know that you knew you were in it, right?
Yeah, I saw that was the thing. I saw the part where I had a quick cameo. That's the one where they just go, I hate that guy. I always get, I hate that guy.
Yeah, please.
I never get anything else. It's either Taco Head, because it started with Get a Liar and it's been going on for a year, but then it gets to I hate that guy.
Hold on. They call you Taco Head?
Man, there's a whole video. They just Jesse and
hold up, bro. Why are they calling you Taco Head, man? That ain't right.
I have no idea. There's literally a whole high school elementary video of it was actually IUIC Atlanta. Then it went to Get a Liar started it, and then that's where it went from there. So it's like a whole year of just nonsense.
Well, in all seriousness, these are men who claim to be mature men who are rebuilding a nation and all this, and a lot of their content is so utterly immature. It's things like, look at this person's face or look how they look. A whole lot of it is that kind of content, and you're like, well, come on, guys. Like, well, what is this? What is this? Let's continue to watch this. Now we've got 4 of us. You don't know what's going to happen with the.
Was so much hate that we can't cover everything.
Them harassing Christian churches.
Talk about weak and effeminate, but I came here.
Give him a cool award.
And I came here with the word. I ain't
Complaining, he was saying, "Listen, I haven't disrespected you at all.
They all got the same.
You called me weak and he called him weak and effeminate at one of their so-called church blitz."
Go to the next one. Flow through some of these because they are.
Real quick, I just wanted to point out, if you notice, what channel are they getting this from? So, Mike Holloway is the one who made this video, but if you look, there's my watermark, Vocab Malone. That's from my Instagram. So, like, a lot of their content is like they're watching it. So, what it's showing is that we are somewhat relevant to them. Now, we understand that they are bigger than any one of us. We understand that. But it's not as if we're irrelevant, or else they wouldn't be doing all of this. So, the Lord uses small things. That's all it is. We understand it's small things, but the Lord is great. So we'll continue on watching this and see what they're going to say about it.
Go to the next one. Flow through some of these because they all got the same record. Go to the next one.
By the way, Mike Holloway said he's going to try to join us
Haters
tonight.
of the Year award for unmatched dedication,
unmatched
to disliking.
Yep, unmatched.
Come on, guys.
Dedication to hate.
So these are the honorable mentions of.
No, they deserve an award. It's just a bunch of them.
Pathetic.
There's a lot of them, right? Okay.
Yeah. The pathetic.
See, as we grow,
they grow. The haters grow. Go ahead, play.
That video. I don't want to speak directly to you. I want to speak directly to Nathaniel Gray. Notice what he never mentioned, not one time. He didn't discuss the redemptive work of Christ. He didn't discuss the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ. He didn't discuss the sanctification and justification of Christ.
Shut up. Go to the next.
He did not.
We do that every Sabbath when we break bread.
They've been doing that for years in church, and niggas still killing each other.
Right.
Bro, see, this is gonna piss me off. I gotta feel.
All you got was just shut up.
Every time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Every time.
I'm sorry, Reginald. You deserve so much more than that.
I don't even get I didn't even get the name called this time. It just shut up.
Man, a lot of people don't know, but you've been going back you have videos on YouTube that are 10 years old addressing these guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, how long has it taken them to recognize you, though? You know, maybe it's like you're finally getting the recognition you deserve, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's interesting. It actually was an ISUPK individual in North Carolina was the first one. And, you know, then after that, it was everybody else. And then all of a sudden, it just became, hey, these guys in Atlanta are here. What are they talking about? Patient Saints Radio.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You want to get some good comedy, you just go there.
Yeah. I mean, it is a fascinating thing. Once they get big enough, every local IUIC chapter has like a media arm. So Atlanta's is Patient Saints Radio. The Oklahoma group is Fix Your Face Friday. It's a very interesting thing.
Face Friday.
Yeah, imagine if every evangelical church was like, you know, that was like a something that they did. They would all have a media arm. It's just a very fascinating model. Now let's go continue on. Watch this video. You about to say something, Jesse? Oh,
well, I was just going to say, just that behavior, it just indicates it kind of demonstrates the fear of being exposed. So they're creating these barriers. They're trying to shield the group from like external influence and critique. It's a tell, you know, you can see right through it.
What you just said, that is a classic cult behavior too. It's a classic cult.
Classic cult behavior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Vocab. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And one of the things, even with my private practice, that I work with a lot of clients that have dealt with cults. And so when a lot of time I listen to a lot of things that they say, it, like even clinically, I start to hear some things that are just like, wait a minute, you know, and especially when you hear those individuals that have come out of the camps. And a lot of times you hear those stories and go, yeah, there's some stuff going on here that is just classic fundamental cult stuff.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. If you guys see any comments in the live chat, only good ones. We're not trying to get bogged down with some random person. We can address those. Since you're facing that way, Jim, I'm switching you to the other side because you're facing that side, so it makes more sense that way you're looking. All right, let's continue on watching the IUIC Hater Award Show. Listen, if you're watching this video, I want you to like it, please. And I want you to subscribe to all these guys' channel, The Reassembling with Jesse Walsh, In Context with Jim Green, and Immersion with Reginald Wells. Did I get it right, brother? Immersion. Okay, yeah, all those channels, because this is a beautiful thing. We're coming together more and more. You know, it's funny. They're like, "Where's the Shield Squad?" Those guys never understood the purpose of Shield Squad. The purpose of Shield Squad was not. It was kind of like what NWA was, where you had this one thing in the beginning, and then it branched out to all these other things. Maybe a better example is Wu-Tang, where it was designed to put individuals together for more of a platform and more power and visibility, and then later on they go out and multiply, and that's exactly what happened. It's a beautiful thing. Nate, thank you for sharing the link. Yeah, cross movement. That's an example. So like, where's Shield Squad? Shield Squad's all around you guys. You just not understand it. It's just by different names. Yeah. Okay, let's continue on seeing this Hater Award Show. What these guys got to say.
The annoying stuff gets to me, bro.
Yep.
Same nonsense, bro.
Unbelievable. 1 Corinthians 11 is the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ.
This really gonna piss you off.
I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna piss a lot of people off, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Deuteronomy 28 verse 64 is not a DNA test. No scripture in the Bible is a DNA test. Unless your DNA test says that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is not the father.
Hater alert.
Hater alert.
Hater
Hey,
alert.
has he ever asked a Amalekite for a DNA test?
Never. He wouldn't fix his lips.
That's self-hatred right there.
Go to the next one.
Way to
Flow through some of
divert.
these.
Self-hatred.
Way to divert. You know, it's funny. These guys criticize Christian churches for their theology, right? Are they haters?
Are they haters?
I'm saying, you know, if mere critique of a position is haterade, like just in that guy's video just now, he didn't say anything negative. He's just saying this is the wrong way to use the scripture. It was a great little video. It was perfect. Do you guys know who that guy is, by the way?
I put it in unknown. I didn't know who he looks familiar. I don't know his name though.
Yo, brother, hit us up.
Anybody
hit
know?
us up. What was that? TikTok? Could you tell what platform that was?
I think he's on YouTube.
I think that was TikTok.
This is funny. IUIC is out here finding apologists we don't know yet.
Yeah, that we're about to reach out to.
Right.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for the
But you know what part of the deal is? Patient Saints and somebody else said it, that they do have people that they go, all right, y'all, let's see what's out there. That's what they do. And they bring these things in and say, okay, what do y'all, want to talk about? And what y'all going to say about this person or whatever. And then there's some they just like, oh, no, don't give them any platform because they're picking up too much. And my theory has always been, if you reach one person with the gospel and they're transformed, that's enough. So, but it's just interesting. They have their own, it's almost like a corporation where you're like, okay, you're on this part of the building. All you're going to do is pull up all the apologetics videos and see what you can find and then send it back to us, and we'll make we'll do our stuff over that this week.
Yeah, it's funny. They're talking about us like infiltrating and all this. That's that's for real. What
they're doing. They're trying to see what kind of arguments out there.
Hey guys, we're gonna play some more of this video, and then one of the haters is gonna join us. We have a surprise hater about to join the show. This
Surprise hater.
Oh, yeah, we got a
Nice.
surprise hater coming up. Just give us some time, fellas.
These pathetic Christians.
They're not Christians. They're pagans.
Right.
We got to stop calling them Christians.
Pathetic pagans. Go ahead.
Every 10. If we started playing twerk music out here,
Who's this white dude? He's the new one. He's the new Mark Rising.
always met with resistance when the word.
You're not prophets of God. Don't even start. You're not a prophet of God. No. You guys are descendants of Nathaniel. Descendants of the 7 heads of One West. That's what you guys are. ISUPK does not consider you guys.
He'd bore me.
Next. He does. That's how he always sounds.
No, you're not.
Always
No, you're
sounds.
not.
Goofy behind.
He's not gonna last long in this.
Go ahead, play it. Go through. We might skip a couple of them.
Go drink your Mountain Dew and your cheese.
just
crackers.
like
Hold on, we're gonna go back to where he talks about you drinking Mountain Dew and eating crackers.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Esau loves Mountain Dew, boy.
It is true. It is true. I do love me some Mountain Dew.
Do you like Mountain Dew, Jim?
I love Mountain Dew.
Oh, that's the spirit of Esau.
Actually, that's what made me send that video. When I heard that, I said, what did he just say? And that's what made me back up a little more. And I'm like, okay, this is just, well, I remember
Ritz
it's elementary
crackers?
school.
Who doesn't like Ritz crackers?
I don't really like Ritz
what is
crackers.
that even?
They're just dogging on the snacks.
They just crumble apart.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to. They're all. You can't even eat a piece of cheese with them. They just fall apart. I don't like it.
You don't need to. It's got enough cheese in it.
Ritz crackers don't have cheese. They're not Cheez-Its.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of Cheez-Its.
He doesn't. Hey, he doesn't know
I'm
the
thinking of
Edomite
Cheez-Its.
snacks. You don't know the repertoire of the
say-
Edomite
Yeah, man,
snacks.
Did he say Cheez-Its or did he say Cheez-Its or
Ritz crackers. He said Ritz crackers,
Oh,
right?
he said Ritz. Oh, I like those too. Yeah, I like the pretzel ones.
Yeah, but no, we're gonna go
Hey,
back.
Jesse.
What?
Yeah.
At least he ain't like what your other boy said, about
that?
the plantation. You
Oh,
remember
yeah,
when he
yeah,
said
Gotti.
you and Dave, what the gospel is?
That's what the gospel is. Me and Dave in the plantation. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Jesse, I do want to compliment. I actually like that phrase. I've used somewhat similar things, but I've never used that exact one because it's funny. It's sort of like a surprise thing because they're talking about being descendants of something. And you're like, you're not descendants of it, you're descendants of, and it's like, what's he going to say? Of Nathaniel.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good line because it again puts it on the ideological emphasis, and so that's actually a really good line to use in that way. So that was clever. I like that. I think Mountain Dew inspired you. DWC says Mountain Dew is good.
I was on Mountain Dew when I made that.
Yeah, you were on Mountain Dew when you made that.
I was on Mountain Dew when I made that.
That's
But
Jesse's.
he cut me off at the last sentence
What'd
because
he
I was
say?
talking about how ISUPK. If you, I have that video. ISUPK does not consider you guys the original One West, and that's true. Say we're lying because you've brought that out numerous times.
Yeah,
That's the whole
but
point I was making.
you'd have to. It's tricky though because I think I would know what you're talking about. You're talking about the original school, but the problem is the original school it wouldn't be ISUPK. It would be the ICUPK. But the problem is
they'd be closer though.
But the problem is ICUPK is now called ICGJC.
Yes.
So like it's tricky. Like, what do you say there? Maybe you could say I don't know. I'm just working through this. I don't know the original One West. Because if we say ISUPK, the guys in black leather, they are, as IUIC actually called them, the refurbished version. They're not the original school. They picked up the name when it got left, but they didn't even actually pick up the original name. Abu just dropped a video about this because the original name of the school, first of all, is the School of Tanakh when Bibbin started it. Then it went to the Israeli Church of Universal Practical Knowledge, then the Israeli School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and then ISUPK, when they rebranded in the early 2000s to pick it up, they made it the Israelite. But I know what you're saying. The original school doesn't consider, because they're not. It's ICGJC, which is fascinating. No, just hold on 1 second. We're going to play just one more. We'll make sure they get the little comment there about Jesse, and then we're going to bring up our special hater here. Don't worry, we're going to get right to it, ladies and gentlemen.
Mountain Dew, boy.
And cheese crackers. No, they do. They love it.
Oh, man, you were right. I thought they said Ritz crackers. I stand corrected.
I love cheese crackers.
I guess you were right. I thought he said Ritz crackers. I thought he said Ritz once, but maybe you're right. I'm sorry.
You guys are descendants of Nathaniel. Descendants of the 7 heads of One West. That's what you guys are. ISUPK does not consider you guys.
He'd bore me.
Next. He does. That's how he always sounds.
No, you're not.
Always sounds. Goofy behind.
He's not gonna last long in this.
Go ahead, go through. We might skip a couple of them.
Go drink your Mountain Dew and your cheese crackers.
Just like
Esau love Mountain Dew, boy.
And cheese crackers.
No, they do. They love it.
They love it.
That's probably why I hate Mountain Dew.
Y'all racist as hell.
No, they right. They love Mountain Dew.
They love it.
That's why I despise it.
A Coke and a Mountain Dew. They had to drink
my whole life.
Cheese crackers.
Cheese crackers.
Well, y'all ain't right. Go ahead,
Hey,
man.
but just like Mark Reiser, he's heaped to himself token Negroes.
I stand corrected, Jesse. It was cheese crackers. I apologize.
They totally shut me down on my descendant argument. So
all right,
stand corrected.
Look, Nate says the current ISUPK is the Temu version. That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Do you guys want to meet another hater, though?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's meet another hater.
Let's bring another hater. I might take a second to get the screen set up here.
One and only.
The one and only hater.
What's up?
Pastor Michael Holloway. How you doing, brother? It's beautiful to see you,
brother.
No, I know.
Bless you. Grace and peace, man. Yeah. Glad to be here. Appreciate you bringing me in on the show.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you could make it. They said, Pastor Mike, that they had already given you another award at a previous time. Is that true?
I don't recall. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Who said they gave me an award? IUIC?
When they showed you, they said, didn't we give this guy a Moon Award?
Moon Award.
Yeah, rhymes with moon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's what they said.
You're not somebody unless you get that, yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to say is,
got a few of them.
Yeah, you've won more than one award. I'm feeling a little envious here.
Right.
To my knowledge, I've only won one.
We got some catching up to do.
Yeah, we got to catch up to Mike.
Catching up to do.
No, I don't know, Doc. I think you catching up, bro. Yeah, I think you might be past me now.
Yes.
I'm trying to fix. Don't worry, Reginald. I'm going to fix you. I know I got you all jacked up on the joint here. I'm going to fix you. Sorry about that. All right, there we go.
Yeah, it's an honor to get from the Kingdom Parents. Yeah.
So now we've got 5 haters. We have all won awards, and I'm telling you, I feel like next year we might need to do the same thing. I had thought about a show like this.
Hey.
What?
Vocab, you remember Cross Movement, Tonic song, Player Hater #1?
Yeah,
that song is playing in my head right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's playing in my head.
Nice. Real quick, before I forget, Pastor Mike Holloway, the double threat. You've won 2 awards already. Can you please tell people how to find your material, your content online? You got some great stuff, but we don't want to forget about where to point people to find it.
Bless you. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate it. So my channel, formerly known as Elder Mike, Your Urban Church, but since we launched our church, we changed the channel name. It's actually Wow University. University spelled Y-O-U University. The apologetic ministry of Walking on Water Bible Church. So my YouTube channel was Wow University spelled Y-O-U University. So you can find me on YouTube there. You can find me on Facebook at Michael Holloway, TikTok at Walking on Water Bible Church, and all the other platforms at Walking on Water Bible Church. So.
All right, excellent. That. Pastor Mike Holloway, did you realize that you had won an award already before I contacted you and informed you about the special honor?
No, I didn't.
Oh, so you actually haven't seen your part because we played it earlier, so you actually haven't seen it.
We did.
I have not.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta go back.
Okay, I'm gonna take a risk.
I got them time stamped.
Yeah,
he's on.
I got a chopped up version though. You can tell the audience where it is for their sake, but I got a chopped up version because I didn't want the file to be so big when I was trying to play it. So I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna have to remember where we're at here, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna play it. Okay, so guys, give me a second. Mike, I do want you to see your part. Okay, so just give me a second here, everyone. Let's find that part.
Go ahead. In your sins.
Thank you.
We were at
You have
1554 in our video. Someone try to remember that. Okay, there it is. There it is. Oh, I think we almost got it. Okay, Pastor Mike.
Right
we're
before
gonna
that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Or is it
right.
after that?
There we go. There we go.
There he is.
Okay, Pastor Mike, we're going to show you your part. Here you go. Here you go. It's kind of brief, but everyone gets a little cameo. Here you go.
You ain't out trying to wake your people up, but all you doing.
Hey, who signed the bottom of that mug though?
Bro. You know how many people should have got this award?
A lot.
I know a lot of y'all was like, dang, I had a lot of stuff to go. There was so much hate that we can't cover everything.
Harassing Christian churches.
Talk about weak and effeminate, but I came here
Didn't we give him a cool award?
And I came here with the word. I ain't
Complaining, he was saying, "Listen, I haven't disrespected you at all."
They all got the same.
You called me weak in the. He called him weak and effeminate at one of their so-called church blitz.
Go to the next one. Flow through some of these because they all got the same record. Go to the next one.
So, Pastor Mike, that was the brief cameo. I don't know if there's another
Go to the next
spot.
one. You can pull them all up.
Haters of the Year Award
got to
for
see
unmatched dedication.
Unmatched.
that spot where you made a cameo there.
I'm so honored. I'm honored. Thank you.
You want to thank the Academy?
I thank all my family and friends and IUICites who voted for me.
Yeah. Hey, Pastor Mike, if only your fellow seminarians could see you now.
Oh man.
Like, man, what happened to that Mike guy? I heard he was out there winning awards from IUIC. All right, so we're going to continue on. I got to go back to the part we left off at. I'm glad you got to see
Disliking.
part of the award.
Unmatched.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, we're getting close. Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
You have not accepted the grace of God. And I'm going to say it. You are not saved.
That's right.
They're not saved. They don't know God.
Bro, he paused. Hold on. He paused that like we was going to be like, drop a ball.
Come on, but they don't even know how to spell. Go ahead.
They have terrible infants.
Vocab probably didn't beat.
It's a horrible thumbnail.
It said all IUIC leadership, all speeder wants to talk. Can.
Notice again.
Hit the link. Cam up. All right, play the next.
Our young lions can do it better
That
than
is
the
a
other.
very pagan.
What's up, Jim? What you got?
I mean, again, like we already said before, they not addressing nothing that's being said, just attacking the thumbnail. They don't know how to spell. Well, all this other stuff, and never actually addressing anything that has to do with doctrine, that has to do with theology, what we're talking about. That's what I'm waiting for. But we're not getting that from them. So, what's up with that?
You might have to keep on waiting there, brother Jim.
Hey, Vocab.
Yes, sir.
Did you catch the subliminal in that instrumental on that thumbnail?
Actually,
do you know
no.
what beat that is?
Wasn't that a 50 Cent song or something?
That's the 50 Cent song.
I was never a big 50 Cent fan, to be honest. So I don't know what.
Which
tell me,
one was it?
It did sound familiar.
What was it?
Patiently Waiting.
Oh,
Patiently
okay.
Waiting. And it came out in 2003. When did IUIC come out?
Dang, bro, you're getting like way in there.
They didn't catch it though. They didn't catch it.
Oh, is it because patiently waiting, Patient Saints Radio?
Yeah. Well, no, just like patiently waiting to come click the link. Let's have a discussion kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
So it was a little taunt. It was a little taunt.
Man, bro, you going over our head.
I went over there. I didn't think they would get it. I was hoping they would get it, but
that's that Mountain Dew energy, bro. You got that Mountain Dew,
man. That's that. Yeah, that's the monsters too.
It's funny there, like the thumbnail. Hey,
yeah, exactly.
I think they're just mad because Nate got red eyes instead of superpowers. You know, I think that's what they're really mad
that they got for us. It's very nice of you.
This Hebrew Israelite cult says that they are the only ones with the authority over the Bible, and they're not willing to debate anyone on it.
Whatever IUIC said, the scripture said, that's what he said. We're not going to debate you. Take a pen and paper, take no shut the hell up. I'm telling you, we're not going to debate none of y'all. We got the authority over this Bible. And we got receipt to prove it. And we got receipt to prove it. Right, what?
And he mad. He mad. All right, so let's give him their reward. Go ahead, pull up.
So
give
that was
the
Alton
pathetic.
Johnson. I invited him. He's not able to come, but everyone subscribed to Alton Johnson's channel as well. I can't believe they would play that clip and not be embarrassed. How embarrassing was that clip? Pastor Mike, have you seen that clip before?
No, that was my first time.
Okay, so seeing that clip, what is your reaction? Like as a pastor, as an exegete of Scripture, how do you react to what that man just said?
Yeah, it's horrible, right? It's horrible. They prove every time they open up their mouth that they don't exegete the Bible. That they're not concerned about exegeting the Bible. They're only concerned about their own interpretation. And then when they start talking about we won't debate, right? But you want to show up at the churches talking about all we want to do is talk. But when we showed up at their facility, they didn't want to talk, right? Yep. They wanted to fight. And just real quick, I was on. So there was a IUIC member on Berean TV a couple weeks ago, right? So I jumped on he was saying, he'll take, answer questions for Christians. So I jumped on the channel and he got a call live, right? On Berean TV. He got a call. He said, hold on. Then he said, hey, I can't have this conversation. Like I'm on the blacklist. Yep. Like he can't talk to me.
Yep. Wait, this happened. Wait. Okay. I was listening, but like when I realized the punchline, I'm like, wait. When did this happen?
This was a couple of weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago on Berean TV. It was a guy from IUIC on there, and he was talking to a bunch of people, dialoguing. So I jumped on. And while I was on and we were talking, he gets a call live and he answers his call. Then he comes back and say, I can't Mike Holloway is off. I can't talk to him.
Off limits.
Yeah. My mama said I can't play with y'all. I got to go in the house.
I'm on the blacklist.
Wow. My mama said you're a bad influence.
Yeah, I've been blocked by numerous IUIC camps, so we'll see.
That's crazy, though. That's crazy.
They'll block you. It's funny because it happened live. Like he was talking all this big stuff, and he got a call.
Now they got to chase you with an umbrella now.
Yo, we got to get
you know what? That's similar to what happened. Vocab. I don't know. You and your squad went, and I think it was it Sakari you guys approached. And the same thing happened, right? Yep. A phone call, and then boom, shut down. It was Sakari, wasn't it?
Yeah. In the middle, he says, apparently, I wasn't allowed to talk to you.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And they're in the truth, right? That's the truth.
Right.
Imagine
they pick and choose who they want to talk to.
Yeah, imagine being 25, 35, 45, 55-year-old man. And another grown man. You're not in the military. You're not in the CIA. You're not in the FBI. Yeah. You know what I mean? Can call and tell you, don't speak to that other man.
Yeah, don't have conversation.
I got a story real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all because I've been telling y'all I got a local chapter here in Bakersfield where I'm at, and last year at the Juneteenth celebration, we met. You know what I'm saying? I met the guy I've been talking to. We've been, I know him personally. I know his family. I know the Christian family came from, all that type of stuff. I've been trying to set up a debate with him. So finally I see him and we're talking, right? And I'm like, so when are we going to have this debate? All of a sudden, this other dude steps up. I'm in charge here, right? But before that, he bows his head down like this and steps back like a child. And then that guy steps up and says, I'm in control. I'm in charge here, right? So I'm looking. I look at him. I look at this other dude. I look at him. I look at this other dude, and I said, "This what we doing, dude? This is what we doing?" Like, I said, you know what? When y'all ready to do an actual debate, y'all call me. Okay, I'm gonna be right over here. Okay, and I left. But that right there blew my mind, bro. Just like you said, how you gonna let another like you said, Vocab, a 40, 50-year-old man, you know what I'm saying, and you can't be yourself, you can't talk to a specific individual. Like, this is the influence of cults This is what happens when cults get a hold of people's minds.
How would you act towards your pastor if he did that? Now, I could understand if pastor said, if you had a pastor that said, "Hey, you shouldn't be dating a non-believer," or something. You can think of certain scenarios like that. But imagine if pastor said, "Hey, you can't talk to them. You can't speak with them, and especially in the middle of something like this is crazy." Blue Lazarou says, "What puts you on the list? Bearing some prior discussion." I don't know. I mean, Mike Holloway led a group of Christian apologists twice in Detroit IUIC, knocking on their door, calling them out, and totally embarrassed them. I think that's enough to get anyone on the purple list there.
Yeah, a big hit to their ego and their brand when Brother Holloway did that.
Yeah, because it's wild, man. It's real wild. I mean, these guys, come on, that's totally cultish. And notice, like, they talk about we're afraid, but it's like, bro, you're not allowed to speak with us.
What is that? What's the logic behind that?
Yeah, like
That's
we're not even talking about publicly recorded debates in some of these instances. We're just talking about like normal human interaction. All right, let's continue on watching this video here. Watch this.
Wow. Amalek, Green Black, they reward. They got the hater of the year, so they got a special. They had a different ceremony than the other ones.
And this year's awards goes to. Congratulations. You earned it.
Take your damn award.
Yeah, all praise be to the Most High God. That was cold-blooded, man. Whoever edited that.
Oh, man.
Hey, real quick.
GMS.
You never context here. So that was Jonathan Greenblatt, the president of the Anti-Defamation League. Organization to defend civil liberties of Jewish people and freedom from harassment and insult. That was the head that they put on the Chris Rock body, right? So, and by the way, that's like a picture of their Jesus in Revelation 1:14. He's got a white head, but the rest of them's not, because of their literalization of Jesus in 1:14 with the white, shining white face. Anyways, but now it may be like, oh, hey, but think about it. This is fantasy level violence against a Jewish man. And they wonder why we say they're anti-Semitic. Jonathan Greenblatt's up there, and then ostensibly an IUIC Israelite walks up and slaps him off the stage. And then, oh, that's so great, That's so great,
The real always shows up.
Yeah, so that's what these guys are on.
Right.
Now, this is about to transition this video into they give fellow Israelites hater awards.
Yeah.
Yes. You guys want to watch? I want to actually watch that.
Oh, it gets interesting. Yeah.
I want to watch.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it does totally. Now I don't know how much time we'll have to get through the one. If you guys have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna at least play the GMS one. And shout out to the live chat. Thank you, Matthew Steele, for the support. We've got a number of very supportive people here today. Make sure you support all these brothers. Their links are in the live chat. Nate's has dropped them. I'm gonna put them in the description box later. I haven't done it yet. I'll do the @ for them so you can find their stuff because I didn't know everybody would join. But I want to watch this one more time, and then we're going to transition into them giving Hebrew Israelites hater awards. So let's rewind just a little bit to get that. Watch this.
And this year's awards goes to. Congratulations. You earned it.
Man, take your damn award.
Yeah, all praise
praises be to the Most High God.
All praises.
That was cold blooded, man. Whoever edited that.
Oh man. Hey, real quick.
GMS. You never miss a chance. There you go.
Congratulations.
It's proudly presented.
Y'all ain't worried. Oh no! Come on, bro.
He dust that ground off and put it.
Y'all ain't right.
Bed sheet off.
They done made it now.
All right, you take it down. All right, so let's switch gears.
So that's Elder Apostle Tar of GMS. Did you hear what they said? They said he took that bed sheet off and put a suit on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why are they mocking the priest's garments?
Wow.
So yeah, they give Tahar a hater award, and I don't know if you guys want to see some of this, but you know they used AI, as you can see. But I mean, when Jonathan Greenblatt's character gets slapped, they say all praises to the Most High God.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that a righteous act? You know?
Sad.
Yep.
Became dressed in praise. So the next award, this award goes to the stupidest villain award. Okay. And it goes to this brother right here. Go ahead, play that next video.
We had a lot of candidates too.
What thou seest, write in the book. Stop there. What you see, write in the book. You know, I want to pause there. What you see, I want you to write in the book. So when John saw, he begins to write. Because some people say nobody saw Jesus, which I have to laugh at that. If nobody saw him, how did they nail him to the cross?
It is so hard not to refer to him as a moron or an idiot.
Shut your stupid.
By the way, the reason why I'm harping on this word, trying to figure out the right word to use, biblically speaking, the word idiot, the word moron, because it literally is a biblical term. The Bible says in Romans, Paul says in Romans 1:22, professing to be wise, they become fools. This word fools comes from the word morino or moron, where we get the word moron from. And so professing to be wise, this person ends up becoming a moron. Stop it. Now, do I think that describes him? I absolutely do.
You big dummy.
And before someone says, Corey, why don't you debate with him? Listen, I have reached out to him, reached out to his camps, different camps in different states, here in Texas, here in Mississippi, in Tennessee, different places. They don't want to have the conversation.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
People online might want to jump in the chat and defend them. People in the comment section will, but I can promise you they won't. They will go places where they will not be pushed hard.
So where are we? We're at what you call Smart Christian.
Next award they give out is to Corey, Smart Christian. Can you guys explain the background to this insane situation? Because honestly, it's a little confusing. They're about to show where they roll up on him, but Jesse, Jim, Reginald, Mike, explain the situation to the audience because it gets kind of confusing. Who
so basically, from my understanding, it was Corey just doing a regular video. And the thing that was interesting to me is the day that they rolled up, they really, I'm going to use the word incriminated themselves, because even Nathaniel Grace says, it's Father's Day. Shouldn't he be here? And it looks like it was a time where they knew that most people wouldn't show up. So they roll into this building. First of all, we don't know if that's the building. We know if it's that one. And so they decided, because he made specific statements about their quote unquote doctrinal beliefs and their leader, this was the time that they said themselves, oh, we're doing a video close to his church location. So they decided while they were doing this video to supposedly go over there and confront him.
You know, it's interesting. Yeah. I've stood outside of IUIC building. I didn't knock on the door. I didn't try to go in. I was on the sidewalk, which is publicly allowed. It's public egress, so it's allowed. And they called the cops on us. This was in El Cajon, San Diego area. And here they're going in. This is almost a form really of doxing. Jesse, what do you know about this situation?
I know when Corey did a show about it, he was talking about the address that Nathaniel got from his website, right? I think it was a P.O. box. So I don't even think that was his office or something like that. So they're going 10 deep. They fly in a plane from God knows where to come to this so-called address, and then all of a sudden he's not there. Why is he not here? Because that's not he used the P.O. address to that building, I guess. Go to his channel. He explains it. It's pretty moronic how they're chasing down an address that's really not affiliated with them, and it just made them look kind of stupid. But playing it off like this, they're just so mighty and courageous, ready to debate or whatever it is.
Yeah, so let's watch this again.
So office Corey Minor. Corey Minor. Pastor Corey Minor. And he said he wrote you. He wrote all Texas schools.
Well, listen, I have reached out to him, reached out to his camps in different states here in Texas. Here in Mississippi, in Tennessee, different places. They don't want to have the conversation.
He wanted to sit down, and we've been running from him.
We've been running from him. Well, where are we at right now?
So we at his office. No. Right now, I'll see if he's actually here.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Cap. Let's go. Where we going? Is it open?
No, we can't get in. He said he's trying to break the code down.
Oh, okay. It's Sunday. They should be open. Yeah. Church.
Father's Day.
Well, there's a guy that does church here. And on so-called Father's Day, he would be here.
Right? You would think so.
You would think so.
That's what we thought.
How did he get in?
He can get in this car.
Oh, you can get in here. Into this lobby car. Oh, but you can't get in the next door. Oh.
They're trying to get in too, but it says the guy's not answering the phone.
Yeah.
But they can't get in because where.
Do y'all have his phone number?
Let's see if we can get the call.
Let's see. His name's Corey Minor. He has a space here. Oh, okay. He's a minister, so he's invited us to come see him. Right. So we're here now. He's right here. You see that? Corey!
He invited us here. Nathaniel's
this
a
is a skit, man. This is a skit. This is pure window dressing.
Yeah, make sure you play the rest of it, man. You'll get an answer.
Yeah.
He invited us here, he says.
Straight up lying. Well, he's going to use the excuse of, well, you reached out to us, and now here we are. When we clearly know that they have a no debate. Yeah, they have a no debate policy. So we noticed, y'all seen the video of the guy saying we're not going to debate y'all. Whatever we say in the scriptures, that's what the scriptures say. You know, so now y'all want to play this little skit to make it seem like y'all coming for Corey. Y'all wasn't coming for Corey, man. Y'all need to stop. Just stop it.
Have you seen what
you're doing?
Have you seen this these videos, Pastor Mike? Are you familiar with this situation?
Some of I'm familiar. I recall when they so-called showed up, and I caught a little bit of Corey's response to it. So, yeah, like they do this for optics, and they probably knew he wasn't going to be there, right?
Yeah,
right. Because if you were really sincere, why not arrange a meetup with him?
Yeah,
right. Yep. If you were really serious about it, I'm sure Corey would have showed up, right? But no, they aren't sincere.
Now you went
and that link in there, Vocab, that link I put in there, that's to Corey Minor on his channel explaining that whole entire situation.
Okay. Now, Pastor Mike, you went to IUIC Detroit, and thank you for that, Jesse. You went to IUIC Detroit, but you were on the outside of the building.
Absolutely.
And you wanted them to come out to talk to you. And what kind of things did they say to you that you would find hypocritical or interesting, maybe in light of the Corey Minor situation? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it was so crazy. They said we're in service. They were so upset that they showed up while we're in service, and I pointed out, you guys blitz churches every Sunday. Or at that time, they were going almost every Sunday, and they had blitz a lot of local churches in Detroit. They, of course, they know which one's the blitz and not the blitz, And so I'm like, what? So hypocritical. They were, leave me alone. they got so upset with us for showing up at their doorstep, and then they finally came out, but you know how that went. So they embarrassed themselves.
Yeah. So just showing you the hypocrisy, and again, Nathaniel, he's a liar. Corey didn't invite them there. Him saying I reached out to them for a debate is not the same as Corey saying, "Hey, I invite you to my church or a place, a business or whatnot." So let's watch this video that they play and see.
You letting all the cold air out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we're here, Corey Minor. We're here to talk with you and
go through the scriptures as brothers and see what we can, pencil head out of reason with each other. Reason with each other. Like the Bible says. Like the Bible says. Yes.
Oh, we in.
Oh, we in. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Smart right there. Thank you.
Oh, AC, what's up?
Sweet 210. Second floor. Okay. 210 doesn't have a. There's no business name. There's no name at all. Wow.
Hey, I remember this. We had to get
210's right there.
Yeah, I remember this.
No name. All right, let's go see.
This is part of the illegal stuff he was doing before.
Yeah.
The fake address.
We know this.
Mail fraud. Stealing money.
All aboard. Botticelli.
You have to be international and know what he's talking about.
Yes, sir.
A lot of these niggas IUIC in an elevator? Why are we watching IUIC in an elevator? This is bizarre. Imagine being like, this is our ministry, fellas. Check out our ministry we're doing. When I was outside the IUIC building, at least I was doing a Bible study. These clowns are just pointing to sweets and
That's what it says.
To me, that's straight doxing. But I guess I would say it's public, so it's not private or something. But still, this is no joke to me what they're doing.
Lights are off. Oh, come on. In observance of Father's Day. Corey. Wow, are you serious? There's no furniture in there.
Nothing. I forgot about this. Y'all put Will Smith in the room. Yeah, the last episode.
You can't. Wow. No decal. Oh, wow. No nameplate. No business plate. Wow. Damn. Corey, you just wasted our time. You know that? Talking all that smack. Damn, Corey. See, we had our Bibles and all that.
He didn't invite you there. It's funny. They're giving Corey an award for being a hater, right? But who looks like the hater in this video?
Yeah. It's not a good look for them.
It's weird they put this out like it was a victory.
Yeah, they do that all the time. You know, they cut themselves all the time. Like, oh man, we really got them. But yeah, when you're set back and kind of look at when you weigh it back, and if you're not in a cult and you can kind of weigh these things out and be rational, about things, it's obvious. But people that are in that group are just any confirmation bias, whichever way they can swing it. It's usually their demeanor.
Yeah, this is sad. And look, if you're watching this, I hope you can see like, okay, now, because it's kind of funny, the hater awards and stuff, but I hope you can see like with the behavior, with the stuff they've been saying, like you should be able to see, okay, this is why these gentlemen that are on the show tonight, all 5 of us, spend time and dedicate doing this because people are caught up in this. These are grown adults who are doing this as their ministry, Grant Scott says they're talking about Corey Minor. Yeah, smart Christian. They're talking about Corey Minor. That's who they're talking about.
Yeah.
This is bizarre, man. It's bizarre stuff. Live chat, what do you think? You want to watch some more of this Corey Minor video where it's like, well, how's he getting the hater award? It seems like they would be getting it.
Let me show you the Holy Bible. We come to talk with you about this to show you that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. Right. And we got to pull our head out of white supremacist ass. Yeah, let's get some fresh air.
Pay your damn bills, Corey.
Pay your bills, Corey. Damn.
These are men of God, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, this guy.
Y'all wrong for the double shot.
You can't make this stuff. We flew all the way out here to Texas just to see you, because you said you contacted us and you lied, nigga. You lied.
That's right, Bishop.
So I flew all the way out here for that. Now I got to fly.
You know what's funny? He said, now I got to fly all the way back. He actually thought that was like Bishop was being for real. He can't tell Bishop was being facetious. We were actually out there filming a movie.
Right. Oh, we didn't come out there for him.
Yeah. Matter of fact, be on the lookout. I ain't going to give anything away. It's going down.
IUIC movie coming soon. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I heard about that. Yeah,
it's going to be rated E for effort.
I don't know. It's going down. Give me the next. What's the next?
So we give him his award for the stupidest villain.
Stupidest villain.
And this year's awards goes to
Samar. You are petty as hell.
The smart Christian.
Damn it,
the smart Christian. But he's really stupid. Really stupid.
At least he looks happy.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure we mail this award to Sweet 210. Wherever that
there is a mailbox there.
Slide it under the door. Yeah, make sure he gets
He'll get it eventually.
Sweet 210.
Where we going, bro?
It's flush.
Pastor Mike Holloway, I think we're wasting the pastor's time watching this nonsense. I feel bad for you coming on late night watching this silliness.
Oh no, oh no, it's all good, all good. Appreciate you.
What scriptures when you guys think of this behavior in this video? What kind of scriptures or theological principles maybe come to your mind? You know, when you just sort of in general, because I know it's sort of funny, but what biblical passages do you think are especially relevant, maybe to bring to bear on the situation? I'm curious if anybody has some that maybe are burning at their heart, or something they may say it could be a brief one, anything like that.
Yeah, I actually, it's funny that you're bringing this up, because this is actually something that I've been meditating on lately, and it is really a real simple concept that we talk about all the time as Christians, is the fruit of the Spirit. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? Fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I'm looking real hard to see if I can find that in these guys, and I can't find it. I can't find these. I've been looking, and I can't find them for the life of me. And that's the one that comes immediately to my mind, personally.
Jesse or Reginald or Pastor Mike, you need to share, perhaps.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the passages about scoffers. Jude 1:18 or Jude 8:18 verse says, "They said to you in the last time, there will be scoffers following their own ungodly passions. It is these who cause divisions, worldly people, devoid of the Spirit."
Amen.
Right. 2 Peter 3 says, knowing that first of all, that scoffers will come in the last days, following their own sinful desires. So they fit that category.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right. I wish it wasn't the case. I wish you weren't right, but obviously you are right. By the way, shout out to Doki Doki Bible Club for giving channel memberships. I want to share one, and then if you guys have one, 2 Thessalonians. When I go to 2 Thessalonians, and then now I understand this part is there's some debate about it. It gets into the man of lawlessness, but it gets in also to, I think, the state of affairs before Christ comes back. And to me, this is what really what I thought of. It's starting in verse 10. With all the deception of unrighteousness for those who perish, because they did not receive the love of the truth so as to be saved. When you hear a lot of IUIC members talk, they'll say, I was in the church. I believe what you believe. We were raised in Christianity. I know what's going on. But, if they were at even a 10% decent church, I'm making the threshold really low. They heard the gospel sometime in there at some point. Maybe it was 1 time out of 10, but they heard the gospel. And whatever it was, they did not love the truth. The truth of love your enemy, the truth of putting others before yourself, the truth of being a servant, not desiring to be served, the truth of vengeance is the Lord's, the truth of true justice, the truth of not judging according to appearance, the truth of what Brother Jim just said about seeking the fruit of the Spirit. They didn't love that. The gospel wasn't enough. They didn't like this message of forgiveness. They didn't like this message of if your enemy tells you to carry his cloak 1 mile, you do it too. They didn't like that message. Right. They didn't like that Jesus, that gospel, that Bible. And so they didn't love the truth, and so they won't be saved, verse 11. And for this reason, so notice, there's this rejection of the truth, and now watch God's punishment upon them. And this is scary because we got to say, dear Lord, don't let this be us, you know. So it's not just pointing the finger, but obviously I am pointing the finger, and I think these videos are the evidence of it. So it's not a random accusation. Listen to this. For this reason, God sends upon them a deluding influence so that they will believe what is false. These men are they are demonically influenced, believing delusions. They think they're going to have superpowers and be bulletproof and stomp out people with just a flick of a wrist. They think that they're going to be able to fly. They think that they are taking control of the planet conversion by conversion. They think that the 12 tribes chart revealed to Ariah by the Lord when he broke his legs in a construction accident is actually a real thing that they can use as a rubric to determine who salvation is available for. They think, well, IUIC not as much anymore. Maybe I'll put it this way. They used to think the Lashwan Kodash was a real revealed language. But if you watch their ceremonies, it's interesting. I've noticed with IUIC, they tend to dip more in the Lashwan Kodash speak whenever they have a ceremony. When next time you watch one of their Passover cons, notice that they speak in more Lashwan Kodash in those ceremonies. It's fascinating behavior there. But these men doing this, and look at verse 12, in order that they all may be judged who did not believe the truth but took pleasure in unrighteousness. They are having the time of their lives with this wickedness, with the foul language, with the mockery of how people look. I haven't played a lot of it, but this video is filled making fun of the way people look.
Oh, absolutely.
Mocking it's just, isn't it filled with it?
Oh,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
No, that's
Well,
all
I was just
I
gonna
wanted to
say-
share. 2 Thessalonians 2. Go ahead.
Everything everybody said is just dead on. You know, it's just the totality of from the get-go, their whole organization. It's just this pseudo biblical justification that they've fabricated. You know, then they have these false narratives that they put on people, and it's just so sad for their followers. My heart goes out to most of the people that just listen to these guys, because evil will do what evil does. You know, and you talk about Bible verses that bring it up, that come to mind. I say Revelation 2:9. It's a very big one. It's all about this identity, you know, public shaming. Look how they are on the street corner with this projection and this exclusivity and fear mongering for people who don't agree with them. Can you imagine the emotional manipulation that's going on inside the congregation? You know, this us versus them mentality that they're constantly building for people. It's just a sad movement, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. And people, you know, we usually see the adult males. Sometimes they bring out their students. That's who we usually see. But since I've been to their schools a number of times, for example, one time I knew Nathaniel was in town because they did a live video where he was actually at the Phoenix location. So I went to the school, I knocked on the door, and I said, "Hey, I'm not asking to come in, but this is a personalized copy of my book for Nathaniel. I'd like to give it to him as a gift." And it had a nice little note in there with nothing weird, nothing funny, and I gave it to the front guy to give to Nathaniel. And so, for example, that exposure showed me tons of women and children in these spots. Tons.
Man.
This is a family cult at this point.
Yeah. Several generations now.
Yeah, you got to understand. GMS, now we don't want anyone to go astray, but it's mainly single or sort of disattached men for the most part. You know, this is not the case with IUIC, which it makes the error all that more pernicious because of the way it affects the young ones. Now, I'm going to play one more video. We're not going to get in, have time to. I know we played a snippet of the Tahar Award. I don't have time to play where they give GMS award, and the ISUPK section is almost 30 minutes long. So basically, it'd be another show. It's insane. It's hilarious, and it's rated darn near close to R. Now
it's pretty bad.
Now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna play the way they ended this. So remember, this is like a hater award show, right? That's what we've been watching. You, my fellow haters, the audience, you guys are probably haters too. At the end of this, they play a tribute to Nathaniel.
It's crazy.
It is so cultic, man.
Way.
Yeah, it's so cultic. I didn't see this.
Yeah, so Jesse, what'd you think? Because you already saw this. What'd you think of this ending? It was so bizarre.
Not shocked, man. Not shocked. They're squeezing tighter. They're squeezing tighter as the decades go by. They have not matured. And I always tell them to their face, when they watch my videos, I say, I've been more consistent on YouTube with my little tiny footprint for 3 years than they have been since 2003. They're constantly changing doctrines, but it's all gravitates to Nathaniel. No, that doesn't change. You know, it's the only thing that doesn't change.
Yeah, and he can
crazy.
single-handedly change the doctrine of that organization. A lot of people don't remember the controversy over the new moon when you mark the Sabbath and all this that they got into. He saw it in the scriptures, convinced all his leadership, and overnight they changed into this new doctrine just on him, on the strength of him saying it. And they used to condemn people that viewed otherwise, and all of a sudden they switched to it. There's a lot of videos. Faithful did a really good job of documenting that, by the way. So this is the same video. I'm not playing a different video, everyone. The video where they're giving out hater awards, it has this tribute to Nathaniel. I'm only playing the end portion of it. It's really bizarre. It's almost like, did Nathaniel die? This is just pure idol worship. Watch this, and this will be the last thing we comment on, everyone. You don't want to miss it, though. This is bizarre.
Wait, that it cannot be seen, and his bones that were not seen stick out. Yea, his soul draweth near unto the grave, and his life to the destroyers. If there be a messenger with him, an interpreter, one among 1,000 to show unto man his uprightness, then he is gracious unto him, and saith, deliver him from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom. His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. He shall return to the days of his youth. He shall pray unto God, and will be favorable unto him. And he shall see his face with joy, for he will render unto man his righteousness. It is God that avengeth me, and that bringeth down the people under me, and that bringeth me forth from mine enemies. Thou also hast lifted me up on high, above them that rose up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. By this I know that thou favorest me, because mine enemies doth not triumph over me. And as for me, thou holdest me in mine integrity, and settest me before thy face forever. Let the enemy persecute my soul and take it. Yea, let him tread down my life upon the earth, and lay mine honor in the dust, Selah. Arise, O Lord, in thine anger. Lift up thyself because of the rage of mine enemies, and awake for me to the judgment that thou hast commanded. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over.
Still standing. But they was definitely good shit. They was praying. Still here. That's dope, man. All praise to the Most High God. That's right. That thing put spirits on me, man.
That thing put spirits on me, bro. Did you hear that last comment?
Wow. Yeah, I heard that.
That thing put spirits on me, bro.
Kind of gives a cold vibe, doesn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
I can tell you right now, the one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eaters just don't ever surprise me.
The shofar shamans, what I call them.
Yo, that's just like
that's wild. That's wild. It's deep with them, with Nathaniel. That's the sad part.
He was applying those verses to himself.
Yeah.
I caught that. That is like
God is like personally avenging him, as if he's the new King David, the messianic figure here.
He's not the first.
He's not the last.
Say what?
I was going to say one of the saddest things. I mean, it's so sad to see how many people are just that biblically illiterate. Like they haven't been taught. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. You got, and as you pointed out, you know, tons of women and children being taught this nonsense. You know, this is the type of stuff that hypes me up. But what it hypes me up to do, though, is to make sure that I'm doing my part to educate people in the Word of God. You know,
yes, sir.
Time out for just emotionalized services. We got to have informational services where we're teaching people the Word of God. Because if you know the Word, you'll be able to detect the counterfeit. The problem is people can't detect the counterfeit because they don't know the truth. So our job is to continue to show truth.
Tough. It's very sad. Wendell, real quick, let me address you. What is going on with you? We're playing this video showing us all kind of wicked behavior with this hero worship, and I know you're a Hebrew Israelite of the Church in God and Saints of Christ variety. And your comment to all that is, y'all probably celebrate Christian, I guess you mean Christmas, full of demons. We just watched a video just absolutely filled with idolatry, man worship. And here you go. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little shot. Maybe you don't find it so offensive since you also have that man worship for Crowdy. And that's why you got his picture on your pendant. Maybe that's why it's not that foreign to you, because you're into icons. Yep. Y'all should have just joined Rome or Eastern Orthodox, man. You know. Hey, Pastor Mike, where's your video? You know, they're out here making these stellar videos. What's your congregation doing for you, man? Where's the hot, Pastor Mike Holloway, mine enemies and haters shall fall, they will all be vanquished. You know, where's the video?
I'm good.
Working on getting that horse.
Tried to come in on the white horse, huh?
Yeah. You need a next Pastor's Appreciation Sunday. You need to rent that horse.
No, we're not having it. It's only one king here.
Yeah.
His name not Michael.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to probably do a part 2 of this, maybe where we show how they give their fellow Hebrewites hater awards. And I think that'll be interesting. But every one of you, thanks for joining. Real quick, Pastor Mike Holloway, socials again.
Yes, sir. Wow University, spelled Y-O-U University. Wow University on YouTube. Also TikTok, Instagram, Walking on Water Bible Church. Facebook, Michael Holloway.
And you look a little different the last time I see you. Did you get an MDiv or something?
No, I got my master's. Yep, got my
you got
master's.
the MA. You got the yeah. So we got Pastor Mike Holloway going to seminary, getting that master's degree. Praise God, brother. All right.
Let's go.
Reginald Wells, socials. Reginald Wells.
Of course, Reginald Wells Immersion, Youth and Young Adult Ministry Consultation. They're on YouTube, Facebook, and I don't know. It said TikTok, but we may have to lay it to rest, so we don't know what's happening.
Jim Green, socials.
Yes, Facebook on at facebook.com/JLGreen. Also, YouTube is at In Context with Jim Green.
Yes. And last but not least, Jesse Walsh. And Jesse, I do want to thank you for the time codes of the video that made it work so I could edit. I appreciate that. And thank you, Reginald, for finding it. Appreciate that. Jesse, socials.
Yeah, you can also find me In Context with Jim Green. No, I'm just kidding. The Reassembling. I've also got, we're on Instagram, jesse.walsh.4090, as Jesse Walsh on Facebook.
Yes, indeed. We got some great folks, and we even met some new apologists because of IUIC.
Some new haters.
Yeah. Pastime Gaming says, enjoyed this, brothers. That's good. Hey, it was kind of like a Friday night hangout. There's a different vibe when you got multiple guys, and I'm trying to learn how to be a better host of something like this. It's hard to juggle everybody, and then we're watching videos, but I appreciate you guys' patience, and we're just trying to spread the love around, and I know everyone's busy, but I just want to encourage all you guys in your content creation and just in your ministry. Keep it up, and just try to have some fun doing it. That's important. Yeah. I really do think
have some fun.
Yeah. So keep it up and be encouraged. All right, y'all, we're gonna take off, and I do have a debate tomorrow night on Paradigm Shift TV. Come over, and we're gonna talk about which is. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Which is better, the church or Israel? You already know my answer. Yeah, this is gonna be controversial.
Oh man,
yeah.
Church or Israel?
Yeah,
Gotta be Israel.
So I just want to say something real quick before we sign off. To Pastor Mike Holloway, since I got you here, brother, love what you've been doing, man. You've been a source of encouragement for myself, and I know my cross-media brothers would agree also. Brother, we would love to have you over, man. We'd love to have you, do a video or something with us, to share with our people the wealth that God has given you. I just wanted to say
bless you, man. honored that you say that. God bless you. I enjoy you, man. Great job on the debate you just had. So, man, I feel it mutual, my friend. So anytime, listen, I'll shoot you, I'll inbox you my number and everything, Doc. Anytime, man. You call, I'm there.
As long as you don't mind if he'll be on a white steed the entire interview. God bless y'all. And I want to say shout out to my fellow haters. And Reginald, you and I got a show Sunday night.
Yes.
Kevin West.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it.
Apologetics discipleship is going to be good. Don't miss it.